If you've never had fondant potatoes, you totally got to try this recipe. Right, so to make the fondant potatoes, you first peel them. So these are russet potatoes. I peeled those, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut each side off, and then I'm going to quarter this into like 3 pieces because this is a pretty big potato. So what we're going to have is you will have like a small little piece like this, and we are going to then go ahead and kind of make it look like a scallop. So you got this right here, and then I've got some water over here that I'm just kind of plopping that into. And then I also have this other container right here that I'm using for these little side ends here. I don't want to throw them, I can cook them and reuse them tomorrow morning for breakfast. Got my cast iron skillet on a high medium heat. I put some canola oil in there, about 2 tablespoons in there. I have pat dried the potatoes, and I also put some salt and pepper on each side of them. And over here on this side, I have some garlic, I have some rosemary, some thyme, some chicken broth, and I also have some salt and pepper that I'm going to use for my fondant potatoes. Half a teaspoon of garlic, not very much. It's gonna be to season the pan mainly. So just a little bit of garlic. I'm gonna throw that in there. And then I've got some thyme right here. And I'm gonna just sprinkle the pan with a little bit of thyme as well. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna stir that up to get the oil kind of nice and fragrant and flavorful. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. Heat is nice and hot. I'm gonna start to place the scallop potatoes into the cast iron skillet. Fondant potatoes have been cooking for about 5 or 6 minutes. I just turned them over. I'm gonna let them cook for another couple of minutes. 2 tablespoons of butter that I have here, and I'm gonna just start to put the butter in the pan, kind of place it in wherever I find room, and I'm gonna start to let that kind of melt down. So right in here, what I have is I've got some garlic, I got some thyme, and I also have some rosemary. And I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and I'm going to pour it into this chicken broth that I have right here. So I've got some chicken broth. I'm gonna just toss that into my chicken broth, and then I'm gonna stir that. Over here, I've already put 2 tablespoons of butter. As you can see, the butter is starting to foam up. So fondant potatoes have been cooking for 30 minutes. Let's see. Can't wait to bite into one of those. Yummy!